I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how to change the dimension here, how to fix the dimension to whatever numbers or decimal place that you want to do. So to do that, first you can go to annotation there. So annotation, click open, and then it's the second option here. This will take you to the dimension style manager. Another way to go there is just hit escape on your keyboard a few times, hit right dim, D-I-M, and then you will see dim style showing up. You take that, it will take you to the same place earlier. All right, click on modify. This will give you another window. And then in here, you can change things based on the tabs that you click on top here. So if you click on the units, and that depends on what is given for your problems, you can use head and do that for if you are doing this for engineering. You click on engineering, and then it's based on this format right here, which is going to use decimal right now. And then it depends on whatever you select at the end. So let's say we're going to go ahead and get back out here real quick so we can look at our dimension. You can see the dimension here is the number is quite small. You want it to be bigger so you can see, right? Then what you're going to do first will determine what is this going to be. So first, if you look at your object right now, the circle, the diameter from the bottom to the top, that is 2.6768. So 2.67 something. So that whole thing there. So half of that right there from the center down would be 1.6 or so. All right. So 1.6, that's still too big if you put that 1.6 in for your dimensions. And then so you can do half of the 1.6, and then you go from there to see everything else. So that's how we do the dimension. Again, DIM for Dimstyle, and then you're going to click on that, and then you can play around with that. If this is your first time playing with the dimension, you don't know what to do, that would be something that you do. You click on text and you just go ahead and put in the number. Let's say you right now you want to put in, let's say 2, and by the way 2 is huge. It's the dimension of the circle. So you put it in, you click that and you click close, bam, the number is so big, right? So we're gonna have to modify that real quick. So again, Dimstyle, and then we have to determine something, what a good number here, what the best fit. So I said earlier, this right here for this problem, the radius is 2, the diameter is 2, the radius is 2.6, so the radius is going to be 1.3, and then 1.3 is still too big, so half of 1.3, so I'm thinking of a 0.7. 0.7 still may be too big because half of the radius from here to there. So if one of this little square that we're looking at, that is still too big. So I'm thinking about maybe a 0.5. 0.5 still maybe it's big, but you play around with it for a while and you figure out the exact number that is help. So I think 0.5 is fine. 0.4 would be a better number in this case. And then the second thing that you can do is again go to Dimstyle. You can go and modify. You see all this decimal place at the end there. Let's say the problem asking you for only 2 decimal place, then you go up here and you look for the fraction format. Click on 2 decimal place. All your numbers now for your dimension are rounding up to 2 decimal place. So that will be helpful based on whatever is given. If you look at the problem and all the numbers are like after decimal would only be 3 numbers, for example, then you select 3 when you're selecting your Dimstyle in the beginning. That way you don't have to worry about changing things later. That's one of the things that you can do. The second thing that you can do is you can do, you don't have to worry about anything here, but you can also, let's see where, we don't have to worry about that. Tolerance, nah. You can go and look at the line, I guess, if you want to use whatever you want to do for the color for the blocks. You can change that in here. There's one thing that I think I want to change. I want to change for you. What is that? Um, the font. Where do I see the font? Maybe it's in a different place. I apologize. Haven't been playing with this for a while. But as you can see, this is where you go and you can change the dimension real quick. So that is there for you. I'm just looking around right now. I apologize. If you're looking for just do the dimension, then changing the number, then you are done. You can move on. But I'm looking for things. So you can do text colors. You can feel that. Text height is just the text that we just did right here. And if you want to, if you want this to be horizontal, or you can do with align with the dimension line, that will be something that you can take a look at here. Um, so if I move that, you can see now the one on the side, on the right hand side. Before I did that, it was horizontal, and then when I did that, it's become with the same dimension of the line. So that is something that is good for you to follow. All right, enjoy this.